Okay, just save it and close this. Now what we're gonna tell Stat Pro is that we'll tell that we know in this case our column is, okay, right now the connection is like this, okay. This is the center of the column. The width of the column is 0.1 in our case. So we will tell the Stat Pro to offset this face here, and also in this case we got the beam and we got the column like this, and this face at the face and this portion at the face of the column. To do this, the beam has to offset by half of the width of the column, that is 50 mm. Okay, because this entire width is 100 mm or 0.1 meters. Similarly, here we will go in the negative x direction of 50 mm by 50 mm. Okay, all right, so as x is positive in this direction, so this value is positive and this value is negative. Now let us tell Stat Pro to do that. For that, we will first define the offset. Go to beam and click on offset and at the start location, which means that this location is our start location. We will offset in the positive x direction of 0.05 mm by 0.05 meter, and click on add. Again, go to beam, go to offset, and the location is end, and the offset value is minus 0.05, and click on add. After that, select the beam, okay, not this one, select this one, and okay, so you can choose end first and make sure that assign to the selected beams is selected, and click on assign and click on yes. Again, select start, check this option, click on assign, click on yes. Now let us see the 3D rendered view of this joint. Select the column as well, go to 3D rendered view. Now you can see that the beam is at the face of the column. For your practice, now take the column up to the top of this beam. You can use the same method that I used for the beam. Now we will analyze the structure. Go to analyze and click on run analysis and save it. Go to post processing mode and click on done. Click on OK here. Now let us see the MZ movement. Now if you zoom in and you see that your movement value is now displayed slightly away from the beam column junction. Similarly, if you see here, in this case, however, the movement diagram has been displayed from the beam column junction. Now you can see that this beam is on more realistic approach. Okay, I did offset here as well, but there is only the secondary beam, and you need not to offset in the secondary beam position. You have to offset the secondary beam here, not the main beam. I made a mistake here, but I just wanted to convey a message, and I think I'm pretty much successful on that. Okay, depends on how well you can grasp it and how well I can explain it. It's a two-way process, learning and teaching. Okay, it's not the one way. If I see the movement value, go to results and click on view value and go to beam results and click on ends and click on annotate, and you can see that at this position the movement value is, if I just use the dynamic zoom here of this portion only, you can see that this value is 19.556 kilonewton. I think before the movement release it was something like 21 kilonewton meter. I'm not sure. You can see the how by decreasing 50 mm the movement value has decreased. and in real columns, if you decrease it by 200 or 300 in that case there will be much more decrease in the movement values. This is how the offset command is helpful.